Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be going over the NBA slate on Draftkings and Yahoo for Tuesday, October the 22nd. We got opening night of the NBA. NBA's finally back. I'm very excited for this NBA season. I did introduce a new format to my videos during the NFL season, and everybody seemed to like it. So that's the format that I'm going to be doing this season for my NBA videos. If you're new to the channel and this is your first time watching maybe an NBA video on my channel, appreciate you guys checking out the video. Definitely hit that subscribe button down below. I will be uploading NBA videos daily, pretty much the whole season, along with NFL videos that I'll be uploading throughout the week as well. We're going to go through and talk about some of my favorite plays for this two-game slate for opening night. Just before we do get started, guys, I would appreciate it if you would drop a like on this video. Feel free to let me know down in the comments who are some of your favorite plays for tonight's slate. Who's some of the studs that you're trying to pay up for, whether it's Anthony Davis or Kawhi or LeBron. If there's any value plays you like, you can feel free to comment those down below as well. And like I said, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Click the notification bell as well, so that way you get notified every time I upload. You'll never miss out on a new video. We'll have NBA videos up daily from here on out till the regular season ends. So let's go ahead and take a look at this slate tonight. At the top, I'm definitely going to be targeting Anthony Davis. He's my preferred stud option between him, Kawhi, and LeBron. This is such a great matchup for AD. He's $10,200 on DraftKings, $54 on Yahoo. He's pretty expensive, but I think he's worth the price tag. And we're going to talk about some value plays in the rest of the video that will allow you to pay up for Anthony Davis. I do want to give like a mixture of stud options, mid-tier plays, and value plays. I just don't want to talk about like all the studs without giving any value. So starting off with the studs, Anthony Davis is definitely a guy I'm trying to pay up for. It's a great spot. Big man versus the Clippers that have a strong offensive game. That was a matchup we targeted a lot last season. Guys that could score, that could rebound going up against the Clippers was a great matchup last season, and I don't expect it to change this season. Ivica Zubac and Montrezl Harrell just don't have any chance against Anthony Davis. I expect AD to still be a fantasy monster this season, even playing alongside LeBron. Should be able to dominate on the glass. Ivica Zubac's just too slow to guard AD. Montrezl Harrell's too undersized. This is a great spot for Anthony Davis. I expect him to have a big game, and he's definitely the stud that I want to pay up for if I can only choose one. But I do feel like there might be enough value on this slate, enough cheap options available to where you can pay up for multiple studs, whether you want to go with AD and LeBron together or if you want to play like AD and Kawhi. AD Kawhi is probably the way that I'll be looking. But the next guy we're going to talk about is a cheaper play. Fred VanVleet, only $4,800 on DraftKings, $15 on Yahoo. I think VanVleet is severely underpriced now that Kawhi Leonard is no longer on the team. Fred VanVleet will be starting alongside Kyle Lowry. VanVleet will start at the 2, then they'll be starting OG at the 3, Pascal at the 4, and Marc Gasol at the 5. I assume that's going to be their starting lineup. I have a pretty good feeling that's who they're going to start. So we definitely got to take advantage of this price tag on VanVleet while he's still this cheap. He's definitely going to be above $6K pretty soon, in my opinion. Last season with Kawhi off the floor, he averaged like almost 30 DraftKings points a game. So VanVleet should definitely be able to return value on this price tag. He was very productive last season with Kawhi off the floor, running out the same starting lineup. I expect the numbers to be consistent again for VanVleet. And pretty much we're going to talk about like all the starting Raptors, or all the Raptors starters. Just about all of them are underpriced for Kawhi being no longer on the team. So VanVleet I love here. It's a great matchup against one of the fastest paced teams in the league. The Pelicans are going to be a team that pushes the ball, that plays up tempo. It's going to be like a great spot anytime you have guys going up against the Pelicans. So I really like VanVleet as a value play at either point guard or shooting guard. I believe on Yahoo he's point guard eligible. So is Kyle Lowry, which is a bit annoying. But I'll probably be playing both guys together over on Yahoo. But now the next guy we're going to look at is another cheap value play, OG Anunoby, only $3,900 on DraftKings, minimum salary on Yahoo. He's another Raptor that is way underpriced for Kawhi Leonard no longer being on the team. It seems that OG is going to be the starter at the 3, going to be taking Kawhi's spot. He's so cheap on both DraftKings and Yahoo that you really don't need much from him to pay off this price tag, and he has the potential to crush this price tag out of the water. We saw OG have some big games last season when Kawhi was out. He was definitely an inconsistent player. Like, I played him a lot when Kawhi was out. He had good games sometimes, and sometimes he had bad games. He's definitely a young player that's got a lot to learn, but I feel like he's going to be a guy that is a lot more consistent this season, and we see him be a lot more productive. I believe this is his 3rd season with the Raptors. I think OG is probably one of the top values on the slate, especially because he's so cheap, 3,900. Like, rarely do we get guys below 4K that are going to play probably close to 30 minutes. I imagine OG will play close to 30 minutes, if not more than that. And again, we're going to be looking to take players versus the Pelicans, given how fast they're going to play. This game does have the higher total between the two games. I believe it has like has 9 more points projected total. I think like 231 for this game, 222 or 223 for the Lakers-Clippers game. So I'm going to be all over a lot of Raptors on this slate, and OG Anunoby as a value, it's going to be a guy that I target a lot on both sides. But now the next player we're going to look at is Jrue Holiday. Really like Jrue Holiday here on both sides. Draftkings, he's $7,900. Yahoo, he's at $32. With Anthony Davis no longer on the team and Zion Williamson hurt, Jrue should dominate the touches and be a usage monster for the Pelicans. He had incredible numbers last season when Anthony Davis was out and off the floor. The Pelicans do have Lonzo now who can handle the ball, but I still expect Jrue to be the primary ball handler. I expect him to dominate the touches. I'll be smashing him on Yahoo. He's only $32 over there. He's at shooting guard as well. Only shooting guards you have available on Yahoo are Jrue, Lou Will, Brandon Ingram, and I think the other guy is either Danny Green or JJ Redick for cheap. So I'll for sure be playing a ton of Jrue Holiday on Yahoo at $32. I'll be playing a lot of him on Draftkings as well at $7,900. I think he gives you a ton of upside here. I expect the usage to be very high. No Anthony Davis, no Zion Williamson. I mean, it's going to be Jrue, Lonzo, Ingram dominating all the touches. And like I said, I still expect Jrue to be the primary ball handler, even though they do have Lonzo and they do have Brandon Ingram. Jrue's the guy that I want from the Pelicans if I can get to him on this slate. But now the next guy we're going to take a look at is Pascal Siakam. Going to another Raptor. Just as you can see throughout this video, a lot of these Raptors I have interest in because I think all of them are underpriced. We're definitely going to be targeting them. All 5 starters are in play, given they are all underpriced. I feel like Siakam, as we go on into the season, he's going to be an 8K, 9K player pretty much on most nights. We're getting him on Draftkings right now at only $7,600 and only $34 on Yahoo. I mean, both of those price tags are just way too cheap. Siakam should be like 9K on Draftkings with Kawhi no longer on the team. He should be like over $40 on Yahoo. So I'll be sure smashing him on both sites as well. I think he's one of the top spend-up options along with Anthony Davis on this slate. Plenty of shot opportunities, plenty of rebound opportunities should be available in this game versus the Pelicans, obviously given how fast the Pelicans play. And Siakam's just one of those guys that gives you so much upside. He can score, he can rebound, he can get assists as well. He can get the defensive stats, he can block shots, he can get steals. Siakam's just an all-around incredibly talented player. He got a big contract just a few days ago. I expect him to play really well in this game. I expect him to be one of the top fantasy producers throughout the season. This is pretty much Siakam's team now, and he's one of the most improved players in the league, in my opinion. And on Draftkings and Yahoo, where he's so underpriced for Kawhi being out, I'll be playing a ton of Pascal Siakam on this slate. One of the top plays, in my opinion. But now the next guy we're going to look at is Kyle Lowry. So Kyle Lowry, another Raptor that I feel like is too underpriced. Lowry $6,800 on Draftkings, only $24 on Yahoo. So you can definitely target him on Draftkings at that price tag, but I think I will be playing a ton of Kyle Lowry on Yahoo at only $24. I think that's where he's the most appealing. He's the same price as Lonzo and Rondo. Lonzo and Rondo are both $24. Just choosing between those 3 guys, I think Lowry is the clear play there. I'll be playing a ton of him over on Yahoo at point guard. He's another Raptor that benefited from Kawhi being off the floor last season. You expect him and Siakam to be the 2 Raptors that pretty much dominate the touches for this team. Obviously, Gasol, he'll score and he'll get some rebounds. You'll have Fred VanVleet shooting threes and getting some ball handling opportunity when Lowry's off the floor. But when Lowry and Siakam are on the floor together, those are going to be the 2 guys that are touching the ball the most for this Raptors team. And last season with Kawhi off the floor, I think it was about 20 or 21 games where Kawhi was out and didn't play. Lowry averaged almost 44 Draftkings points per game last season. I looked that up on StatMuse. Averaged like 43.93 Draftkings points per game. It was like 20 or 21 games with Kawhi out last season. So Lowry very productive when Kawhi's out. 6,800. He's going to be an 8K player most nights. I feel like, especially in this matchup against the Pelicans, he should be over 8K, if not more than that. So I'll be smashing Lowry again. I think he's one of the top Raptor plays as well. Pretty much all 5 starters are in play, but I have more interest in the top 4 rather than going to Gasol or Ibaka. Mostly going to be Lowry, VanVleet, OG, and Siakam are the 4 Raptors that I'll be playing the most and I'll have the most exposure to. But now the last guy we're going to talk about is J.J. Redick. I do want to give one more value play that I like, and Redick's definitely a guy I'll be looking to for value. On Draftkings, he's only $4,900. On Yahoo, he's only $13. I think if you're not paying up at shooting guard on Yahoo for Jrue Holiday, you can definitely drop down to Redick at 13. He's probably the next best option if you're not going to pay up for either Jrue or Lou Will. But with the injury to Zion, Redick is expected to shift into the starting lineup. Should see a few more minutes as well. With Zion being out, that's kind of a lot of minutes to go around. I expect Derek Favors to get more minutes in the front court. You'll probably have Brandon Ingram play some more minutes as well. Redick will play a few more minutes. Drew's obviously going to play a ton of minutes regardless. Lonzo's going to play a decent amount of minutes as well. But I expect the biggest beneficiaries of Zion being out are probably Jrue, Redick, Ingram, and Derek Favors. Redick, where he's so cheap on both sides, DraftKings and Yahoo, I do have a ton of interest in. He's always a boom-bust play. He's kind of always been a boom-bust play throughout his career. I don't play him much in DFS, but on a 2-game slate where we have limited options, I think he does stand out. He really doesn't contribute in any other categories besides three-pointers. Like, you're not going to get 6-8 rebounds from Redick. You're not going to get 6-8 assists from him. If he has a big game, it's going to be because he scores like 25, 30 points, knocks down like 6 or 7 threes, which obviously he could do here, especially with how fast New Orleans is expected to play this season. There are going to be plenty of shot opportunities for Redick with how fast they play. There's going to be more possessions in this game. It does have the higher total between the 2 games on this slate. So I do like going to J.J. Redick. I think I have a little bit more interest in him on DraftKings because on DraftKings, you do get bonus points for three-pointers made. You do get a half-point bonus every time a shooter makes a three, whereas you don't get that on Yahoo, but he's so cheap on both sides that you can definitely play him on Yahoo as well. But that's it for some of my favorite plays for tonight's 2-game slate. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I do really appreciate it, guys. Thank you for watching. Feel free to leave any comments, any questions, any feedback down below in the comments section. If you want to critique this video, if there's anything you feel like I could do better, I always appreciate you guys' feedback. Remember to leave down in the comments who are some of your favorite plays on this slate. Also, you'll notice on the screen I have one of my more recent videos popping up on the screen. If you want to check that video out, you can do so. You can also hover over my logo to subscribe to the channel. As always, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe if you have not already. But good luck tonight, guys. Very excited the NBA's back. Hopefully you guys have a good night, and we'll see you on Wednesday with another NBA video. Peace.